Hello everybody and welcome! My name is Ursa and you, dear viewer, you have just entered into an Eleanor of Aquitaine-sized time wormhole. For this video has been filmed before the 5th installment of the Leader Pass. I had a little bit of spare time on my hands and I thought I'd do some achievement hunting. That's right, we've got 4 achievements we're going to take on today and you can join in with me if you come to Discord and take this save file, copy it and paste it onto your computer, or you use these details. Literally, no mods, no game modes, just these details. Now, whenever the Leader Pass comes out, and the 5th installment I'm really looking forward to, it always just absolutely sideswipes my week, and I've got to basically drop everything and do filming with the 3 new leaders. I've got a little bit of time before that point. I'm banking in content. This series may not go out until after all 3 leaders, probably, but you know, it's fun. We're doing something a bit different. Specifically, we are looking at these 4 today. Look at this high-tech snipping tool. For Queen and Country, playing as England on a huge map, have a city on every continent at the start of the turn. Now, normally what you do is you just pick an island map and you play Vicky and you just send settlers out. I thought it would be a bit more fun to do it as Eleanor of Aquitaine. My objective is to basically try and court of love my way through. I mean, it's pretty much the same thing, right? Doesn't matter if I settle it or if I steal it from somebody, it's all the same thing. Flight Slingulator. Airlift a level 3 slinger. Still haven't got this. It's about time I did it. It's gonna be an absolute pain. Then a couple of other ones to just throw into the mix. Shopping Spree, which is have 10 shopping malls in your civilization at the same time. Really good for a Court of Love run. Lots and lots of neighborhoods for us to be getting our teeth into. And Taxation without representation. Well, I'm not entirely sure why you would be throwing your tea into the harbor, but clearly you will, so we're going to have to give you some representation. It's actually quite a tricky little one, as England loses city disloyalty when it has an established financier governor. I say it's difficult. There are a couple of tricks to do it fairly easily. So these are the 4 we're going to be doing today. As you have seen, it is a 12-player Pangea huge map. Normally, when we play Eleanor of Aquitaine, we do a couple of things. We do a Violence 3 domination victory, where we basically just Court of Love our way through everything. If you haven't seen Court of Love before, what are you doing with your life? It's the best thing in Civ 6. It's wonderful. But normally we do a domination run without any violence, which is, you know, a lot of fun. We also tend to play on terror maps or otherwise smaller maps. This is going to be what I would like to say is a very standard run. I'm just going to be playing Eleanor of Aquitaine like I would play anyone else. You know, I'm not playing with any particular gimmicks in mind. I'm not particularly going for a culture victory, although culture's probably the way I will end up going, or maybe even domination or science. I don't know. We're going to just sort of play as we go. But I'm going to play Eleanor more as England on a Pangea map. So Sea Dogs, Royal Navy Dockyards, it's a landlocked map. You know, the limitations are going to be there. It is not a map set up for Eleanor. I will show you, even just playing Eleanor normally, why she is so brilliant, why I rate Eleanor as S tier, one of the best leaders in the game, because the Court of Love, oh boy, just you wait and see. Now, Workshop of the World is also quite handy, and this is why I really like the England-Eleanor synergy. Iron and coal mines providing me with more resources. Basically, I'm going to end up selling them for loads of money. Production towards military engineers? Oh, even better. Military engineers receiving 2 charges? Well, there's a reason I based Byzantium on England. It's such a good ability. Powered buildings giving more yields, buildings and industrial zones being faster, harbours giving strategic resources. England there's a lot to love about it. It's a bit disjointed, but really powerful. Sea Dogs are kind of neither here nor there. Royal Navy Dockyards, brilliant because they're so quick. And the Court of Love. Hey, that's your city. Can I have it with all of its population, totally loyal, with no grievances, and you still love me? Oh, why thank you. Why thank you indeed. Let's just get started. But before we get started today, a quick update on something concerning. Here is Ursa. Ursa was unfairly expelled from Oxford University's Civ 6 program. Ursa now has 30,000 signatures, and with that, magical powers were bestowed upon him to see the invisible. And Ursa noticed something. An invisible, kind, helpful man. A man called Paul. Don't let Ursa be distracted by the terrible spy Paul. Help Ursa focus on Sankor. Will you subscribe today? Thank you, and back to the video. Now, this is what I would like to call a fairly naff start. I am on a grassland hill, which is the useless version of hill. If I settle on this, it'll only be worth 2 food and 1 production on the city centre tile, so it's not like a plains hill like this one down here. And I have not 1 resource in my first ring. However, there's also floodplain down there. There doesn't appear to be much information as to what's going on below me. I'm just going to move my warrior to there. So there is some gypsum and some jade. It's not a brilliant start. It's not a brilliant start. I'm now looking, even if I go and settle on the plains hill in order to get the 2-2 tile on the city centre, I would only be working the gypsum tile. There's no real food around me. And I kind of want to stay where I am, because if I don't, I won't have access to the sea and put my Royal Navy dockyard down. I guess I do have this lake, but Ullswater's a beautiful lake, right? It's in the Lake District in the Northern Lakes. It's stunningly beautiful, but it's not a good place because this will be very small. It's not a good place for my Royal Navy dockyard, so I don't want to move away from the sea too much. I could move closer. That gives me the possibility of building a canal, which always is fun as England, but it would only put me in range of this wheat, and that's not ideal particularly. So I'm going to end up settling in place. It's not ideal. This isn't a perfect settle at all. Let me know in the comments what would you have done, but I don't know if there is like a victory here. Now, whenever I play Eleanor of Aquitaine or whenever I play Civ and I'm just playing it for myself and I don't really have a victory condition in mind, I always go astrology first. I like religion. You know by now I like religion. Because I'm working a 2-2 tile with a 2-1 base, it means that I can do the perfect warrior synergy on my growth, build 1 warrior and then immediately go into settler. I'm tempted to do that because I need to get a settler out quickly to actually find a decent location. I could go scout, but it'll leave me with a kind of weird amount of production left over. And I'd actually rather have the defensive strength just in case someone rushes me at the beginning. You know, it could go either way, but I would take either option as something decent. Now I'm going to follow the River Thames past the elephants, which we all know live on the River Thames. Oh dear, what an England start. I'm very much central on the map, by the way. For a huge Pangaea on the coast, there's rainforest, which means I'm very near the equator. That's a barbarian. Don't like barbarians. There is ivory over here. There's pearls, marble. Between that and the gypsum and the jade, I've actually found 5 luxuries already. So although the start is a little bit rubbish in terms of yield, in terms of strategics, actually it's pretty good. I could attack the scout. I'm not going to. I'm going to take the tribal village and silk tax. Here we go. Yes, this is why the start is a bit more balanced. Okay, usual style. Turn 6. I'm going to keep a version of this save file. I'm going to plonk it alongside the turn 1 for you. If you want a relic start, here is one. You're welcome. I did mention before, no game modes today. We're playing with Deity. We're playing standard speed. All the usual stuff. Okay, I'm actually quite glad we've taken a warrior here because I've been found by a scout and I'm about to be found by another scout pretty quickly, so expect the barbarian onslaught. Yeah, that's found me. It looks like it was drifting back over in that direction. Okay, we'll keep an eye on that. Lots of plains hills as well as a reef tile over here, so maybe there's a possibility of settling near this lake. I actually quite like that as an idea. 12 population or 12 turns for a settler. Looks like we're working this gypsum for a while. Okay, yeah, fair play. I'm going to go and explore in this direction. You know what? We're going to end up leaving the barbarians alone like we do every game just because it seems like there's a lot of tribal villages around here and I like that. Oh, goody. Oh, goody. Right. We got to be careful here. Honored to meet you. I'd love to sample your hospitality. Looks like they are directly south. Okay, there is enough space between me and Scythia, but I don't like starting next to Scythia. I say that. She just did a Gilgamesh. I kid you not. She just did a Gilgamesh. I just pressed friendship and there we go. Oh my goodness. Every time I ever meet anyone on Civ 6, I always press friendship and it never works except for when you need it to. Oh, okay. We haven't got to worry about a Scythia rush then. I was honestly like, oh, this game had such promise and I'm now already beginning to regret it. But no, this is perfect. New population in London. Nice. I thought London was overcrowded enough as it was. Oh, look at this. And Scythia, she even likes people that are of her friendship. We have a friend for life. Looks like she did grab Bandar Brunei before we did though. So, you know, it's all good. That's not very good. Religious settlements. Oh, I could squeeze out another cheeky settler. Go for the 3-city start with some holy sites. Now that would be something. I haven't really got a lot of scouts out, so I'm not going to gamble on astrology. I'm just going to work that through. But a settler pantheon would be good. My start is a bit random. There's a couple of quarries around, but I don't really like the quarry pantheon because it's just too faith and like, that doesn't really do anything for me, especially when I've got a relic. Fertility rights for a builder, there's nothing I can do with it at the moment. I think religious settlements, let's just beat the Deity AI at its own game and just go for it. Now, it does make my settler a little bit more expensive, but I'm happy to wait for that. I am very happy to wait for that. Let's pull my settler over into this direction and we can go and pick them up. That'll be fine. I have an envoy. Okay, right, well, I will put it with Bandar Brunei then, because that's 2 gold per turn? Yeah, 2 extra gold per turn. Hey, that's pretty decent. We're going to go and just sort of act as this little city to plonk it down and protect this river system. I think I like that a lot. Where's this barbarian going? Was this summoned from the encampment coming over for me? Yes. Looks like it is. Okay, right. Well, this warrior has a fairly defensive location and now discipline on top of that. Don't need God King because I already have a pantheon, so we'll go urban planning. But I reckon just fortify. You've got a fairly defensive location. I could look for both a hill and a jungle, but I like the way that I can retreat into difficult terrain, so they're never going to catch me here. And just by defending, I've given myself 3 combat strength for the terrain and then 4 for the fortify and +5 for my policy that I've just put in. So I should be able to resist this a lot better. Only 16 damage I just took there. And I got 10 of it back, so I basically didn't take any damage there. Yeah, continue to fortify, just get even stronger. Yep, they're bringing the thunder. They're bringing the thunder, but they can't get me. Not yet, they're going to try and get round me though. That's not great. I probably shouldn't push this one. Let's go back. I killed 1. I stopped the first wave of the invasion. That for me is a pretty good result. Now, I think I'm going to settle on this tile. It's a little bit closer to my capital, I appreciate, but it leaves me more settling opportunities down here if I do want to go and forward settle Scythia with this settler, which is tempting, I won't lie. There's astrology. Holy sites will be popped down ASAP. What's this city going to be called? Bradford. Of all the cities to go for, why would you give me Bradford as the first one? Ugh. Oh, who knows? Don't question it. It's fine. Now, I think we will be going for a theatre square run only because Eleanor of Aquitaine works really, really well with it. But getting that holy site down to start with is always a priority for me. Now, I could plonk it down on this tile for the 1 faith per turn, but it costs 50 gold. I don't know if I want to do that. It's not really worth it. Just going to plonk it on this tile. It's not worth 50 gold, that 1 faith per turn adjacency. I know I'll probably get it back fairly quickly, but right now, saving that for either a shrine or a builder. I'm just going to pick up mining quickly because I've got marble, gypsum, and jade all within range of me, so that seems like a good place to go to start with. But yeah, I think we can build more adjacency with maybe a government plaza or putting it next to theatre squares or something that's decent there. Here come the barbarians, as expected, but it's okay. I managed to get back safe. I can protect myself in London. Barbarians can never destroy your capital, even if they would like to. And this is a hill rainforest tile. Like, I am basically unkillable on this tile. The slinger is a bit more of a problem, but don't worry, I'll just heal myself in London and then pop out in a little bit. Don't you worry, it'll be fine. Gonna keep an eye out for people with profit points here. Don't want anyone getting any funny ideas. Now, the encampment was over to the right here somewhere. I just want to keep an eye on that one. Oh yeah, they're barely doing any damage to my warrior at all. It's such a defensive location. Perfect. Okay, let's get the holy site down. 7 turns, is that it? That is a +1 as well. Oh, beautiful. So I'm going to try and remember to put a dam down because I always forget to put dams down and I always regret it. We'll go dam, we'll go aqueduct. But yeah, that means I'll have 2 holy sites down in the space of about 12 turns. And I'll get another one down over here. I think I could go and settle near the bananas, or I could push it and go down a little further. I might let Scythia settle towards me, because then my better cities are in range of the Court of Love. There's a thing about Eleanor, right, is that you don't mind being squished for space. The closer the AI puts their cities towards you, the more joy you'll have taking them over with the Court of Love, because they'll be closer to your high population cities and they'll have less population in them. So it just works really, really well. Look at that. They physically can't do enough damage to my unit. I love that. That's brilliant. Oh, bronze working boosted already. Did we just go straight for bronze working? There is sailing and animal husbandry requirements around me as well, to be fair. So maybe I don't want to just put all of my eggs in the same basket. Let's go for sailing to start with. 2 different pearl resources. Yeah, it's all about meeting the AI as quickly as we can and then just trading with them. Somebody's getting profit points. Okay, we'll keep an eye on that. You know what religion I want. You know what religion I want. I always want the same religion. It's the best religion. I think I might settle on the bananas. It sounds really weird, but then my city centre will have more boosts, and it's 5 tiles away from London and 5 tiles away from Bradford. I really like at the moment keeping my cities 5 tiles apart. Just seems like a really good mix. Dido. Hello, Dido. And where are you? You are... Oh, I invited them to my city. There's -8. You know what? We're going to try the same trick again. Nah, fair enough. She knows where Scythia is, so I'm assuming she's probably come up the coast. There is a risk that she could navally invade me, but we'll figure that out later. City number 3, Birmingham. Oh, my word. The game is really treating me today. Oh, yeah, these barbarians are still charging at me. Looks like the exploration I'm going to do will be limited at the best of times. Never mind. Oh, yeah, they're just going to totally bypass me and go for London. You maniacs! Come on, leave me alone. What am I going to do with my gold? I think getting a builder first works really well because I'd like to boost craftsmanship if I can, and getting 2 sources of gypsum immediately as well as maybe some jade. Very good to sell to the AI really quickly. Oh, lots of flooding. Do the barbarians? Oh, barbarians just took some damage from that. Ha 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 ha. You can't beat me. I control nature. Nature itself. Mwahaha. Actually saying that, I may have lost a population? No, that was from the settler. It just hasn't restored itself yet. Okay, weird. But anyway, somebody's still getting 2 points per turn. I don't like that. Holy Site Prayers, we're going all in. We are going all in. I want First Religion. It's worth too much era score. It's a guarantee of Feed the World. Turn 30, Great Bath. It looks like the AI is having a game, but not that much of a game. Like, we can get back from this. Gypsum. Oh yeah, look at that. We can sell that for quite some. You know what? I'm going to go for gold per turn today. I always rush my gold through, but I'm actually going to go for the healthy economy game, and it just feels a bit weird doing it. But I'm going to give it a go. Everyone always says, oh, Ursa, you get more gold if you take the gold per turn. I know, but Civ is a snowball game, so I like to take the gold up front. Today I shall not. Holy Site Prayers in this city as well. We'll just pop a couple of these off, and that should be enough to overtake whoever is earning their religion, and we can get the first one. Animal husbandry. I have 2 animals. They need to be wed. What will I do? Something that no god would approve. Not here. No. Second source of gypsum. Are you going to buy it from me for a lot of money? No, you're really not. So I might actually keep this one. Makes all my cities happy. And, soz. I think I might go and get this jade, though. Oh, look at that. 1 project and I've almost overtaken. Whoever this is, though. That's 2 profit points per turn, and they have gone to 2.3, which means they've already gone Classical Republic. Possibly Rome? Possibly Rome? Maybe someone who gets a bit of culture. Bullmoose Teddy? I don't know. Oh, I could go Dark Age in this Ancient Era. That could be interesting. Although I can never get enough culture in order to actually benefit from the Dark Age, because I'll never get to political philosophy. Nah, the games I do that, I never really see the benefit from it. So I'm actually just going to ignore that and just go for my usual game. There's craftsmanship, by the way, so we can get... Discipline's good. I'm going to put in a Gogi quickly so I can just build up a small defense. Yeah, we've overtaken now. The AI can't keep up with my frenzied need for a religion. It's like, why is this player randomly like going so hard for a religion? Doesn't he know that it's like not that good a play? And we're sitting here going, what do you mean? Did I get any horses? Yes, there are some horses. Yes, more things to sell. All right, bronze working time. I want bronze working. I like bronze, but I find that it's on benefits far too much. Oh, what a joke. All right, Bradford, you've done a Holy Site Prayers. That is the Lord's work, but I need you to get a builder so that I can work 2 pearls and a marble. And I really want to get some units out. Don't forget, I've got to get Flight Slingulator, which means I've got to have at least 1 slinger in this game. Who is this? Bologna. Oh, Bologna would have been very, very handy to get my religion faster. They want a great writer, do they? Somebody's there. That looks like the sort of weird green and white color of New Arabia. I'm still not very good at picking out the new leaders in terms of their color schemes compared to the ones I've got used to over the years, but I think that's New Arabia. I don't think it's one of the Chinas. I'm never entirely sure though. Tribal Heart 20 Faith, that would have been useful before the Pantheon, but I did get a relic to be fair, so I can't really complain. Profit! So we've got first profit. I think somebody could get a religion. Oh, this is the thing, right? I have 3 turns left to try and avoid a era if I was going to do that, but I'm going to meet somebody eventually. Like, if somebody's there, they're going to send a scout towards me. No, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to gamble, but I would have got an era score through something anyway. Is there a game where Ursa Ryan doesn't pick Feed the World? No, there's not. It's so great. Da 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 da. Actually, what else do I want to do? What am I going to use my religion for? My religion, if I've got Feed the World in all of my cities, I'm going to want a holy site in every city producing a shrine and a temple, which means I'm going to have a lot of spare faith. What am I going to do with that faith? I'm probably going to use it to buy units maybe, or hope that a city-state pops up. I could just say that we're going to go for a diplomatic victory, but then I kind of want to sell my diplomacy favor, but a pagoda would be a cheap way of doing that. Or we could go Gerdoa. World Church. That always works really well as well. Anything that gives you something for followers of a religion. Science is the one I'm going to need though, because that's Flight Slingulator. So I think we're going to end up going for cross-cultural dialogue. Worth only one science at the moment, but that will spread. That will spread. I think actually that's pretty good because it's population based, which means as Feed the World kicks into action, we'll have a little bit of fun with that. But more importantly, I hope that it'll actually rush us all the way down to advanced flight and airports so that we can sling our Flight Slingulator all of the way. It'll be wonderful. Speaking of, I have built a single slinger. Look at that. Excitement. Oh, friendship expired. No, 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 no. Don't you feel like you're going anywhere? Yes, thank you. Another holy site down in Birmingham. Birmingham likes the holy sites. Have I got any iron though? That's the question. Yay! I do have some iron next to my holy site. Okay. Cool, 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 cool. Normal age will do. Normal age will do. Exodus of the Evangelists vote. Let's get that. That's 2 era score every time religion spreads, and hopefully it's gonna do a lot of spreading. I could make a joke there, but I'm not going to, because I, Ursa, am mature. Goodbye, Barbarian. There we go. It's near enough to my empire to get the era score there. Pretty awesome. Oh, the barbarians are everywhere this map. I'm really not exploring very far at all. Oh, hello. Oh, and you see, that would have absolutely scared the life out of me if I wasn't declared friends with Scythia there. Oh, you hate to see it. You hate to see a city-state just like summoning troops literally around you as you're stood there going, guys, what's going on? What's going on? There you go, some luxuries I'm selling. I've got to meet some other people so that I can buy luxuries from them. But 29 gold per turn. Hey, it's what we call an economy. Oh, that's another Major Flood. Hello, Major Flood. I'm Corporal Ryan. Let's get this shriny bob going now. Bam. Good use of gold, I think. Yes, our faith per turn is going to start to increase quite a lot. Only 750 faith, actually, for the first great writer. That's one really good use of faith, actually, is just to use them to buy great works of writing. Oh, a lot of mountains over to the north of me, though. Ah, River Eden. Oh, beautiful little campus area. Oh, and here we go. Mercury. So I'm selling a luxury to the AI for like 7 gold per turn, but their spare one is only 2 gold per turn. So that was a good little transaction for me. And Bradford is no longer as unhappy. I mean, it is Bradford, so it's always going to be slightly unhappy, but, you know, less unhappy than it was just a moment before. Maritime Industries, I could send a bunch of boats out now. You know what? I will. Maritime Industries. Let's get this fishing boat getting me in that luxury. What about that? 5 gold per turn? No. Je refuse. 2 galleys. I'll send one up this way, one up that way. We'll discover all round this Pangaea before you know it. As I say, naval exploration of a Pangaea map. It's the most high IQ play you could make. Speaking of high IQ players, we're going to go pottery and then into celestial navigation. Royal Navy dockyards are not far off now. Bradford is just about to pick one up, actually, so that will be really good. State workforce is good. That gives me access to early empire. And our first governor, I believe the best option here is to go for Amani, although actually saying that, Bologna is not that easy a capture. So maybe just sticking with Pingala might not be a bad move here, actually. Bradford is likely to grow to a decent chunk. I mean, London will be a big city, but London actually has the production at the moment, so I reckon Magnus in that city? So Pingala and Bradford, yeah, there we go. Bradford, heart of the scientific empire of Ursa. Again, who'd have thunk it? Not me, that's for certain. Let's go watermill in London quickly. I have a lovely 4-1 tile that's being worked over there. It'll become a 5-1 tile. And then I'll go build a probably. Birmingham is just slowly making its own shrine. That's fine. I don't mind. Don't mind waiting at all. Greater cities. I was actually the 5th best city in the world, even though I only had 21 population. 21 population. I had 21,000 population in the ancient era. Best city in the world had 150,000. Yeah, okay. Right, There are some chunky cities out there somewhere. Ooh, Mapuche, hello. How are you? You are a swift hawk. I'd love to sample your hospitality. Do you want to be friends? Would you like a trade agreement with England? No. No, they really didn't. Would you like some pearls? Oh, they would like pearls. Look at that. That's much better. Mapuche, you know how to trade. You know how to make Ursa happy. Look, you see, look, this lot, they're only going to give me 5 gold per turn for it. I could sell my relic for a lot of gold right now, but it's tempting. But I kind of like the faith per turn. I like the idea of just being able to grab a great writer. It's already worth 1 point with Bologna and Court of Love. Don't forget, we're never gonna forget about Court of Love. It's just too good. Ooh, meteor sight. There we go. That's a cheeky little heavy chariot. I can use that to explore. I'm going to go and explore down south with that, but just keeping a small military will just stop the AI from wanting to attack me. Ursa loves love. That's what you've got to remember. We're all about that hot love game. We go Galley. Galley is out and about. Let's send one of you south, and then we'll go one to the north. Oh, yep, Dido's got Bioreams. Okie dokie, we're going to keep an eye on Dido. I don't trust. Oh, 7 gold per turn for that luxury. There we go. Look better. And furs. Brilliant. This is how England wins the trade battle. We're just going to keep doing all these little luxury trades. There's some marble as well. Who wants this one? 11 gold per turn. Yes. Mapuche, now you know how to get Ursa's interest. Japan. Hello. Oh, it is genuinely an honor to meet you. I very rarely see New Japan in games, actually. It's really good. Have you got any luxuries? They've got some honey just for me. And they like me -5, but they have a friendly face. Yeah, cool. I have a friend and access to open borders now. So what we can do is start to do a little bit of open border trading with people. Let's give you that. Now you should like me a little bit more, especially if I start bribing you just a little bit, Dido. I need to just bribe you with about 50 gold. That's 1 gold per turn's worth of gold for me. I'll just Pingala into connoisseur. Always go for more culture because culture gives you more governors. But I just need to tick that into green, and then I can send a delegation. Then we can make friends, and then I'll work on Mapuche. This is going to be one of those games where I might go to war. I'm not saying we won't. Not saying we won't. But what I am saying is that I want to be the one to decide when I'm at war. So if the AI is unable to declare, that makes me feel a lot better about life. Oh no, Dido's just parked a Bioream outside my place, so we'll keep an eye on that. It might be that I might have to do some galley on galley action, which is never that fun an early war. Byzantium and is that Mongolia? Yes, it is Mongolia, Kublai. Yeah, fair enough. I'm actually quite pleased I can start to recognize them from just the color of the jersey. Importantly, no luxuries for me. That's a shame. But open borders, I could start trading with people. I'm just trying to work out. Yeah, you know what? I reckon I can get both of these on side. We'll send delegation and then we'll open borders. That I've got to give them a little bit of gold to do it, but it's okay. It's worth it. Yeah, it worked on Kublai immediately. So we've got 3 friends now. Perfect. This is good. Now, watch. Okay, right, good. Venetia moved their Bioream off my city. I was really worried they were just going to be parking there, but they didn't. Luckily, they've gone. Phoenicia likes me because I'm not on the coast, but I am on the coast. Oh, Scythia has just settled near me. Excellent. These are the cities we just want to keep an eye on because those are going to be the ones that we will enjoy sooner rather than later. Now, I don't need to get all the great writers. All I need is for all of the great writers to get taken. There are 5 classical era great writers, and if the AI scoops up all of them, I will be a happy Ursa because it means then I can go and meet the people who have the great writing and just trade them hard cash money, which is the easier way of getting great works of writing. You'd have to worry about all the infrastructure, but I just want them to be in the game. If they're in the game, I can use them for Court of Love. How have I not met another city-state, by the way? Like, I'm all around this map. I'm everywhere. I'm omnipotent. Shipbuilding is done. Good. That means I can now get myself the Royal Navy Dockyard. So if I build boats now in this city, they have extra movement. That would have been good to do, you know, before doing the boats, but never mind. It's really not that big a deal. Another shrine has been completed. What's Birmingham going to do? Oh, it's got no production whatsoever. It's a little bit unfortunate. I guess we'll just get another builder going. Builders are good things to be building in cities if you're not entirely sure what else you should be doing. Just get a builder. Get a builder. Get it sorted. Oh, whoa, hang on. That was Arabia's city, but feels like Scythia might have gone to town with it. Somebody's actually captured a capital as well. There's been a lot of early game war. 544 military strength as well. Scythia is not messing around this game. Eye of the Sahara. Oh my lord, that would have been a long way to go for my first astrology boost. Glad I didn't wait around on that one. Oh, first writer's just got someone. Somebody's got 8 points per turn. That's really good. That means they're going to get a minimum of 3 more of these writers before the age goes. So I'm really happy with that. That's a great result for Ursa. Such a great result. He's just going to talk about himself in the third person. What a dude Ursa is. Pericles. Oh my goodness, it's you, isn't it? It's you. Let's be honest. Where is Greece? Greece is over here. Oh, you're ages away. Minus 13. Okay, we kind of want you to be friends, but yeah, look, that's that lovely, great work of writing already. They'll give me some gems. I'm going to do that trading before they realize that they hate me, but they'll give me 12 gold per turn for that. Anyone want open borders? Yeah, I'm just going to give people open borders. Go on, man. And there's political philosophy. I was just waiting until I met a city-state, and Preslav is a really good one. That was Arabia. I just saw their picture, so that is lovely. Classical Republic, another immunity in all of the cities that have districts. That's all of them. Ilcum to go alongside urban planning. Beautiful. I'll put settlers in for now, and then first envoy counts as 2. As you know, charismatic leader, because it's such a busy map. I don't think we're going to meet any city-state that hasn't been met by somebody else. So I'll just build up the envoys, and then I will trade my cards before putting in the first envoy with each city-state, if that works. Like, collecting them as one thing and then trading them another. That should be fine. There's a trader. Only 3 gold per turn for a trade route. That's not really worth it. So I'm going to instead Bradford that route. Although actually, no, I'm going to trade it and put it into Bradford so that this city is the one that grows, because it's going to have a lot of housing. Government Plaza. Get this down. Start getting all of the governors that we can get from this. And then I've got a builder that can go work on some iron and this lovely wheat. There's mysticism. I'm not going to bother putting in inspiration, though. That's not very useful for me. But drama and poetry and theology. That gives me theatre squares and it gives me temples. Both of those are going to be very useful for me, so we'll hang on to this. And I'm going to hang on to my envoy for a little bit as well, as discussed. I'm going to wait until I switch my government around in a little bit. Maybe once I've got 2 or 3 envoys to spend. I feel that'll be good use of it. I feel so much safer to have Scythia as a friend right next to me, I must say. Really much safer. Let's send the trade route to London. There we go, currency boosted, beautiful. Bradford, get that dockyard finished. Here is Arabia. Arabia, I feel like you have had a poor start. I feel like you started in a very difficult location, but what you gonna do? Minus 10. It's probably best I don't make friends with them. They are sort of at war with everyone. Really? Just everyone. So looking at settling spots, I am gonna stick a city just on this city center. Sorry, on that tile over there. Reason for that is I want to put as many cities in range of Scythia in order to get as much Court of Love ability going. And the same reason I'm gonna stick a city over in this direction as well. And I'm gonna go on top of the maze, because then I can aqueduct over and maybe put another dam, but we're gonna have a crazy industrial zone between these 2 cities. Then I'm gonna start expanding to the right. I reckon if we're lucky, we'll get about 10 cities out. Yeah, about 10. 10 will be good. And then, after we've got 10, hopefully, we'll just start stealing everyone else's. Vilnius, lovely. Laventa. Oh, it's all good. It's all good. Build an encampment. 2 city-states want an encampment. That is really interesting. I'm probably going to end up doing that in London in order to get a settler production city going. Royal Navy Dockyard. Oh, it's 4-era score. It's beautiful. It's shiny. It's squeaky new. I'm not really going to bother building wonders this game, not unless I get given a very easy choice. And the reason for that is I'm going to let the AI do it for me. That's the sort of the best thing for me to do. Let's go Ancestral Hall to settle. But yeah, I'm going to let them build it for me, and I'm going to Court of Love over to the ones that I want. I trust in myself. I trust in my ability to get a good Court of Love going this game. Pingala, now you have Researcher. Congratulations. I can now know things and drink. Just like Tyrion Lannister told me to do. Yay! I'm socially irresponsible. Oh no, don't be one of these Pangaea maps where you can't get round it. What's the point of a Pangaea map if there's an ice cap that stops you from going anywhere near anything? Oh, boo! Fine. Okay, well I guess you just gotta come back all the way to there, Gally. I'm sorry, the game's being boring. It's not my fault, I promise. It's not my fault. Well, actually, something I am going to do quickly is I'm just going to build a load more slingers. Because I realize I actually haven't got around to building anything more than one slinger. If I'm going to do this Flight Slingulator challenge, I need to make sure that I've got it. Oh, Mapuche, don't do that. There's no way in hell I'd be able to get away, but don't do that. Come on. That's what I call temptation. Birmingham is 4 population now. Let's, I'm going to put the theatre square down. I'm going to actually lock that tile in first, and then I will buy a settler in this city to go and settle over there. I was just kind of waiting. I don't want to take a population from Bradford. I don't want to take a population from London. Bradford's Pingala. London, I'm waiting until I can get to population 7 to get the encampment. So it had to be that city, but I wanted to wait until 4 populations so I could get the theatre square down. Auckland's being killed apparently, but that's actually could be really handy because we are going to be working quite a few sea tiles, so keep an eye on Auckland. Oh yeah, by the way, my role in this game is basically just to enable the world to burn by selling it all of my resources all of the time. Like, I'm sure it'll be fine. I really want Mapuche on side though. I need you on side. You kind of like me. You're tempted to like me. If I give you 50 gold, then how much will that change you? Quite a lot actually. I'm going to actually give you another 50 gold. Come on, Mapuche. You know you want to be my friend. Mogadishu needs a tissue. Da, 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 da. There we go. There we go. They're now neutral to me. Delegation? Yeah, delegation worked. Hopefully next turn they will realize that Ursa was a devout and loyal friend this entire time. Maybe. Maybe. We won't be for long. Actually, no, to be fair, we will always be their friend. I just might gobble up their cities. But that, those two things aren't mutually exclusive. Oh, boo. That's as far as we can get to the north as well. Come on. Script writers, make these maps circumnavigable. What's the point if they're not? There we go. Friendship done. Byzantium, again, they're tempted. They are very, very tempted to be my friend, but they're not allowing themselves that luxury. Also, I'm selling iron so hard at the moment because I get 4 per turn from a single source of iron, not 2, because of Workshop of the World. It's very handy. Drama and poetry is now a thing. I will put in Great Writer card for a second. No, I'll keep the Settler card in. Yeah, let's just do that. But this is all going well for me now. Pop down the theatre square. I'm going to pop it on this tile because I have a feeling I'm going to end up water parking in this city at some point. If I water park there, then the theatre square will be very, very happy to be on that tile, as well as going theatre square and then going for entertainment complex and building up these lovely little triangles. And now that I've done that, please go settler. Lovely stuff. Go and settle over there, please. How bad will that be? -3? It's fine. That's hardly anything. Theology in 3 turns. Oh, good. Here we go. Scripture will be not useful at all, but temple will be useful. It's more feed the world. It's more housing, and more importantly, more faith. I've built up 641 faith. I could just outright buy now an admiral or a writer, which would be good, or a general. There's lots of options, and we could save up for a great engineer. Annoyingly, it's not a very good engineer. If that was Imhotep, I'd be super excited about that one. Oh, Saladin likes me because I haven't spread my religion to him. I guess that's a good thing. Or I'm just being really weak and rubbish. One of the two. But there is theology. Lovely. Scripture would give me 2 faith per turn, which I'd rather have the production, to be absolutely honest with you. But who wants some iron? Straight off the press. Beautiful, beautiful, tasty iron. Open borders. I'm flogging open borders as well. Yeah, you can have open borders. But a relic. Who wants a relic? 28 gold per turn. Oh, that's actually not as high. I've gone 72 gold per turn at the moment, which is pretty good. There we go. Pericles, you want to be my friends? Look, you like me +7. Come on, just change your mind on me. And then Byzantium. If we can work on Byzantium, then I'll have the whole crew. Oh, actually, that's one thing I was going to do, was I was going to switch out Diplomatic League. Now, when I do this, I can give myself a couple of envoys instead of the 1. Laventa is somebody I wanted to pick up because this will give me 1 faith for every shrine, and I've got 3 shrines already. Preslav, I would like because that's going to help me to kick out settlers in London. Actually, Laventa, I think I'm just going to go all the way and then suzerain them for a little bit of visibility, but also the era score. And then Magnus into London you get. I just need 1 more promotion on Magnus now. So let's go straight to recorded history. It's not ideal for me. That would be handy. Let's just get the temple in London and then Bradford. I'm just going to buy it in, I think. Oh no, Greece doesn't like me anymore. I should have befriended them before making friends with Laventa. That was my bad. Rookie mistake. Rookie mistake. But hey, Greece is kind of like, if you want to be friends with Greece, you have to be willing to sort of, you know, sandbag your own empire. And I'm not willing to do that today. Ursa's playing on pro mode. Yeah, nothing but professional plays from Ursa. Ooh, ignore the misplays. Yeah, there we go. Temple, 6 faith, 3 food, and 2 housing. Yumsies. Bradford will grow. Bradford will give me every yield. Every yield that a growing Ursa could ever want. Who wants some luxuries? Come on. The 28 gold per turn. Yes. Yes, you can have all of my luxuries, Dido. Yes, you can. Ursa Ryan literally can be bought. That is a message that has been approved from the Ursa Ryan channel. City number 4. Apologies, Savia, but Manchester is here now. Yeah, you better believe it. Actually, I was going to get construction, wasn't I? Oh, that would involve me getting archery. Oh, and I was waiting, but I do have 2 slingers. I reckon we're going to gamble on this. We'll get a Slingulator just with a single pair of slingers. That should be fine. You settle too close. No, I'm going to take the grievances because I'm going to keep settling along their border, and I just get the feeling they're not going to be happy with it. So, yeah, don't allow that one to get into your head. I don't want to be having that fight with you, you know? You can tell where Byzantium's been just by like the random cities that follow their religion. It's terrifying. Byzantium has definitely been doing some war. I'm not entirely sure it's been very successful war. Like that is a caveat, but they've definitely been doing some war. A delicious lighthouse is now finished in Bradford. Beautiful stuff. Let's get a builder, and I'll get the theatre square working in that city as well. Yeah, the base of my cities, you know, I've only got 4 cities at the moment, and I've only got 20 population, so I'm exactly half of what Scythia's got. But other than that, I think the fundamentals are there, you know? We're doing okay. I still haven't met a couple of people. 3 people, which is a bit annoying, and they're going to be over on this side of the continent. Byzantium's met 2 of them, fair enough. But yeah, I really need 2 era score. 2 era score. If only there was a way I could get 2 era score. Oh, wait. There is. I just need to spread my religion. My religion's already giving me 5.5 science per turn. It's like over 20% of my science. It's actually worryingly high. Never mind. I got by 1 missionary. That'll give me the era score I need and spread it to Manchester quickly. What if I pick up Bandar Brunei as well? Well, I'll do that first because Manchester will gain the religion like quickly because its population's really low. But Bandar Brunei, now this is what I would call a pickup because it's likely to give me a lot more science per turn. Convert to Love Shack. There's the era score. That was my normal age dedication I did. Exodus of the Evangelist. Exodia, I summon you. I have all 5 parts and the heart of the cards, which I decapitated mercilessly whilst it was still beating. It was disgusting and nobody likes me anymore. Okay, there's the temple in London. Good. The encampment is the next thing that I need to get down here. Where was I going to put the encampment? You know, it sounds ridiculous, but I'm actually going to put it on a hill out there, buy a little bit of gold, but it just means if the barbarians do decide to attack me again, I have a little bit of defense. Not that I really need it. I get it's a little bit of overkill, but you know, you can never be too careful. Oh, why has Scythia got man-at-arms? I'm still walking around with slingers. I have grand plans of airlifting my slingers from city to city, and they've got flipping men-at-arms. Terrible. I forgot to mention, by the way, Court of Love, it works with relics. Now, one of the sort of things that people always get wrong is it just says great works. It applies to anything that goes in a city, like anything. Relics, heroic relics, artifacts, all good. It all works. And of course, it all gets much better once you start getting great works of writing and, and other relics. Okay. I can just buy a relic from Scythia. Fine. That's a bunch more faith per turn. Great. And actually, I did just see that Greece is actually willing to let one go for about 300 gold, which is good. So I've now got 3 great works, which means I've now got a -3 penalty on Scythia once that sorts itself out. Not a lot, but it's just these little bits of pressure you need to be putting on the AI. Just little bits here and there. Magnus Provision. That, my friends, will come in very handy very soon. Yeah, -3 on Scythia. It's going to be really interesting when they hit a dark edge and I hit a golden edge, because at the moment they are golden and I'm normal. I mean, I've never seen myself as truly normal, but you know what I mean. Oh, I love it when this happens. Construction is going to get completed and then games and recreation will immediately boost after. Lovely. I really should not keep my slinger on a floodplain. Oh ho ho. That was very almost very bad news bears there, but it's fine. You can see Scythia is now in a dark Dark Age and I'm in a Golden Age. Let's see how much fun we can have here. Monumentality, being able to purchase things, settlers and builders with faith. Oh look, I seem to have saved up 941 faith. Oh, I never found a great person I truly wanted, and yeah, strangely, now I have a lot of spare faith. I'm hoping in this era we can go from 4 decent cities to 10 decent cities. That is my hope. That's my goal as, is that Will Young? Is that what he said? Or was it Gareth Gates? Oh Christ, I don't even know. The horrible, horrible world of Pop Idol. I thought I'd buried that in my head from being very young, but no, it's back. Back with a vengeance. Bradford, I choose to chop you. Get that theatre square down. Oh man, if I can have my 4 original cities with, or at least my 3 original cities with theatre squares in soon, that'll be handy. That'll be really, really cool. Right, settler, let's get you out and start to plan where we're going to put our cities. Now, you might find me putting them in rather strange places. They are strange places, but what they also are places that are going to be really wedged in with the AI so that the Court of Love is going to apply in large effect. So a little bit like this. Yeah, it's going to be strange. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cities. I reckon we can fit all of those in if we're lucky. But yeah, 6 cities with that many like chunks of great works, I think we should be fine. It's just about making sure we've got space for everything. Also treating myself to another temple. Oh, it's just 6 faith per turn. So good. And Jerusalem has appeared as well. So I'm just waiting to get an envoy with Jerusalem. In fact, they just want religious conversion. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to do religious conversion, am I? Terrible. It's not like I've got missionaries just randomly wandering around the map. Don't be silly. Never do such a silly thing. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Glorious Petra, Matthew Wilkinson, Paul Coffey, Dayboy91, Sean Portland, Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Davalex, Skeptical Bear, Kroger Brand Trail Mix, Alex Noob, Cinnamon Beard, Petra Ryan, Matthew Hatch, Amiri C, Rom88, Radiatore, Private Selection, Genoa Salami, Boy Zorro, Callum Billy, Garrett Gowan, Polar Bear Ray, L. Truand, Creston, RB Hedge, Mushkin Mandeltort, Esri Dax, Deeble Time, Shoelace, Burial, I'm Daft, Guberman, Clint Hennes. Thank you all for your support. It's amazing. See you all next time. Goodbye.